Today at Transformotion, I nearly set the 645 on fire.
Look at that, like. The proper could have went on fire.
Then BMW recalled the vehicle and sent it over to the specialist investigations team. And after getting a £380 bill from them, Liam helps me fix it for just £50. And lastly, we're over to High Peak, where Matt has some ideas as to what I should do next on the 645. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video was meant to be very straightforward. We were going to get started working on my BMW 645ci that I bought last year for just £1,600. But that's not gone to plan, because a few nights ago I nearly set my car on fire. So what's happened was I was driving around the other night and all of a sudden I hear a bit of a bang from the boot of the car, a bit of a pop sound. Now initially I thought that I just hit a rock or a stick or something like that, but almost straight away start getting all these warning lights start popping up on the dash. You had traction control, ABS, brake pads, and then a red transmission fault. The car still it still drove. Got back home, I was just very careful with it, and it wasn't until a few days later I tried starting the car again. So get in the car, try to turn it over, nothing happening. So we try jump it off the front, nothing's happening, keys turning, just ignition's dead. Go around to the boot, open it up, and it can smell burning. So let me show you what it looks like. So that's the live cable where it connects to the battery. Now this was red hot. You can see there it's actually melted the plastic housing of the pyrofuse and it spat the pyrofuse out. So now I don't know if that got spat out the other night when I was driving and that's what the bang sound was, although then I'm not too sure how I would have got home, because from what I understand, I thought your car cuts out after your pyrofuse goes. But maybe because it was already running or something that I was able to get back. But I don't know really. I'm not going to do it now, but if I turn the ignition on in the car, that will start sparking and it starts arcing. It's just literally glowing red. And you can see there on the boot floor, it's actually melted it. So that's not very good. Now I would normally just buy another part and replace that cable. However, a few days ago, I got a letter from BMW in the post and it said that they're actually recalling these 6 series. And the reason they're recalling them is due to fire and sparking issues going on with the live terminal connection in the battery. And in the letter it mentions, if you're having any of the following issues, please immediately call us and don't drive the car. And those issues were smell of smoke, sparking, and then the car not running. So now I've obviously had all 3 of those issues, so I decided to give them a call. They started asking questions, they asked me to send them photos. And that's when they started treating this very seriously. They said, okay, so we've got a thermal incident on our hands and you're going to have to send the car into BMW to be inspected. It is what it is. I'm going to send it back to them. I've just arranged now a collection of it with BMW Recovery, so they should pick this up later tonight. Anyway, the rebuild's going to have to be paused for now so this can get inspected. So we should have BMW Recovery down in a bit to come get this, and I guess we'll pick the video up there. Right guys, so BMW Recovery have just arrived. They've loaded the car onto the back and they're going to take it and drop it off at Warrington BMW. So it should take a few days and then they'll get back in touch and let me know what's going on. So we're going to pause the video here and we'll pick it back up in a few days time once I have an answer. Alright guys, so it's been about a week now that BMW's had my car and they called me last night and said that it's ready to be collected. Now they did have some good news and some bad news. So the good news is that they've managed to sort out the recall issue. They had to basically replace a segment of the live cable and they've done that, no issues, and they've done it all free of charge, which is nice, so I don't have to worry about that. The bad news, however, is that the thermal incident that I had, where the battery cable was sparking and arcing and making fires in the boot, that does not fall under the recall issue, so they've not been able to replace that. So that's a pity, because it means I'm going to have to pay for that. Now, they did give me a quote of how much it would cost to fix that, and, are you ready for this? They want to charge me 380 quid to replace a piece of cable. Now, the piece of cable is like that big, and I had a look online, you can get them second-hand for 50 quid. So I've gone with the 50 quid route. Now, I had to look at how much the cable costs. It costs 209 quid to buy a cable brand new. So that means they're wanting to charge 170 quid for labor to fix that and install the cable. it just seems a bit much, and you know, can do it ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to head down there now. One other thing they said, they've explicitly mentioned that the car's not safe to drive and should not be driven in the state that it's in. But I spoke to Liam and Andy, and they said, you know, you should be able to get it back to the unit and then replace the cable. So I've got a couple Jubilees in my pocket, and yeah, going to do some sketchy bodges just to get the car back, and then we'll install the proper cable. We're just a few minutes away from BMW now, so I'll go and get the car and we'll pick up the video then. Alright, so we're here at BMW, got the 6 Series. They've had to push it out because it doesn't start, so now it's time to bodge the battery. So the basic idea is, where the power fuse is popped out, we're literally just going to stick it onto there, secure it with the Jubilee, and it should get power. Now, I know this isn't how BMW would do it, or what would be considered safe, but it should be fun. And it's only for the afternoon, so it just needs to get us back 20 minutes down the road, and we should be able to put the proper cable in. When I've just gone in there now to pick this up, obviously I asked them not to carry out any work or anything like that, and they've just hit me with the bill for 150 quid. So I said to the guy, I was like, what the hell is this? And he said, oh, that's the bill for the work. I said, but you didn't carry out any work. Like, especially asked you not to. He says, oh yeah, but that's for the investigating. So they've literally tried to charge me 150 quid to look at that cable and go, oh yeah, that's melted, that's not good. Got a bit awkward, but I had to say to him, I'm absolutely not paying that. And he said, well, you know, we did spend time investigating. I said, yeah, but I didn't ask you to. So he said, right, let me go speak to my manager. Came back 20 minutes later and gave me another invoice for £0. So anyway, okay, well, I think that's good. That's as secure as that's going to get. Tighten it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's solid. It's not going to bounce out. It's not going to start arcing and sparking. So there we go. Okay, let's see if it starts. Hey! So I mean, it looks alright. It looks better than it did. There's no sparks or arcing, flaming things. Right, so let's take it to the garage. Whoa. Right, well, forgot how powerful this car is. Right, well, it seems to be running fine, and most importantly, all the warning lights have gone off, so that had to have been connected to that pyro fuse. I don't know if that's a common thing. Maybe someone can let us know in the comments. Does that happen when your pyro fuse pops? Do you start getting all kinds of different warning lights come on? Don't know why ABS, brake pads, traction control would have gone off, and then transmission as well, but maybe that's a thing I just don't know about. Let me know if you know. But this does seem to be running sweet. Fingers crossed I should get there, no fires, and I'll pick up with you on the other side. Right, well, we made it to the unit okay, so that Jubilee held out. So next thing to do is install this cable.
Right, so I'll take it your bodge work then?
Yeah.
Happy days. Yeah, exactly. As long as you've clamped metal to metal.
Yeah.
Nothing's wobbling about. You'll be fine. Strip it down then, get a wire on. Strip the wire on.
You know they wanted to charge me 380 quid to do this?
Did they, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how hard it is yet, but...
To be honest, that's probably, they're probably charging people best part of 100, 150 quid just for the pyro fuse. This from main dealer.
209, so then
is it?
Yeah.
And then
170 to install.
Okay, hell.
And then get this, so they called me yesterday, asked me about it. I said, no, don't do it. I'll just do it myself. So I get there today and they still try to give me a 150 quid bill to diagnose that cable needs to be replaced.
So no, I didn't ask you to do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It was like, I'm supposed to be awkward job and I'm absolutely not paying that.
Yeah.
No
Took the car in for the recall, not for you to just start work.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know what you're meant to be doing.
And what did they diagnose? Like they looked at that cable and went, oh yeah, that's melted.
Yeah, that's knackered, that.
Power fuse has popped out. 150 quid, please.
Unbelievable, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, so, need
Hey, okay.
10 milli. Take that back off.
And then we just need to figure out
To get out. Might have to pull all this out. You should be doing this.
Yeah.
I'll be the cameraman for the day.
Yeah,
Go with that. Should be getting used to this working thing lately, you.
Yeah.
Had your hands dirty a couple of times this past week.
Yeah. So this is a trim remove differ, I believe.
To do for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Put that down there in a minute.
Yep.
Shove that under there and just work like that for a minute.
So undo that. Undo
Take that off.
side.
Take all that off. Take that 10 milli out of there. Take that off there. Bang the new one on. Job's a good one. Not a budget if it works.
No. I mean, it's only on for 20 minutes, so it only got me just on.
Hang on. So, you can hear it arcing. That's spiced into that one there, that.
That's okay.
So what we do there, cut it off, and if it needs it, then we'll just crimp like a lug on the end of it and just put it on that.
Okay.
So from that to the thing.
Right.
But then we need to get that out of there. You don't know which way around, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a yank, but there it was melted on.
Ah, right.
That was why that was a bit rough then, like. Oh yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Because that one's melted, we can't use that end. You're just not going to know which two wires go to which one.
Hmm.
Right, so cutting all that off.
So what are we doing now?
Just continuity. So when you touch that, it beeps.
Yeah.
You want that one there. You go in there. In there. So closest to me and closest to me is the same way.
I want to say a big thanks to OBD11 for sponsoring today's video.
OBD11 is a great little tool to have.
It's like a little diagnostic tool that'll fit in your pocket. It's got OBD2 functionality, gives you engine insights. You can diagnose faults and unlock hidden features in the car.
So if you're an experienced mechanic or just a hobbyist, OBD11 will sort you right out with this handy little tool. You can also use code TVR at checkout to get a tidy 10% off, or you can click the link in the description below.
Right, to connect to OBD11, all you've got to do is plug in the OBD reader into the diagnostic port, put the ignition on and click connect. It'll take a couple of minutes to read all the different ECUs and all that, and then it'll give us any fault codes. So one fault found, it says it's with the transmission, OBD fault code U0121. And here you can just click on the Google sign and it'll tell you a description of what the fault will be.
OBD11's one-click app, which makes it really easy to customise things on your car. For example, you can customise your headlight adaptation for when you're driving abroad, so you're not blinding other drivers with your full beam. Hey, like that. You can also do needle sweep, automatic folding mirrors when you lock your car, and my personal favourite, turn off stop start. So it's about the same price, if not slightly cheaper, as putting your car in the garage to get a mechanic to diagnose your car, but yet you've got this for life. So OBD11 is not just limited to VAG or BMW, it's for all other motors newer than 08.
So thanks again to OBD11 for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to use code TVR at checkout for 10% off.
Yeah. Oh, it's very slippery, that bolt. It's coming out lovely.
Right, yank that out.
Right.
Get that one back in. New one going in. What we did, we ended up just repinning that. For some reason, the old one had two cables coming out of it, and the new one only had one, so we had to, and one was cut. So we've got to make them fit, make them work. No matter what new part you buy, you've always got to mess with them. Never as simple as just putting it on in replace of the one you're taking off. There's always something. Should have been here 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I did think this was going to be easier.
It was, up until them cables broke.
Yeah. Lucky you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Yeah.
That right there. Which one did that go on? That one there. Click that one back into there.
Yeah, that's
Flat side down, underneath your 10mm. It'll be something to do with your battery light on your dash there. Just hold that in.
So,
Sound that? Yeah. I'll just give it a little nip in a minute, but it's not. Yeah, before we get carried away, you want to just put the key in.
check it's all
Just
working.
check it works. I mean, it should do. Just with them, I don't know what's going to happen with them wires. Should be fine, but. Everything works sweet as a nut there. We showed them the melt patch.
Yeah.
Look at that, like.
Uh-huh.
The proper could have went on fire. Like proper.
Yeah.
Not even just a little bit. Like proper a lot of it.
Would have been a good thumbnail, but.
Where does it go in? Either way. I want to see the size of the boot in the S8 there.
It's big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Look
they
at
put,
them
they designed that as a gangster.
10 bodies in there,
Just
easy.
to put bodies in
Yeah.
there. Nice one, I appreciate that. I thought that was going to be a bit easier than it was, and
Yeah, so did I.
it wasn't.
Never is.
No, yeah,
It's always a nightmare.
nothing's ever simple.
I mean, it wasn't hard, but it's just extra messing about that you didn't think you were going to have to do.
But no chance I was doing that. Don't think a lot of people can. I've been driving for 15 minutes now and everything's fine. It's all going good. Seems like that pyro fuse that I've bought and we managed to bodge together with the old one is doing the job. So I guess the next thing now is I can crack on with this rebuild. Now there is a bit of work that I've actually done prior to this video, but from when you saw the car last. I've managed to sort the oil out and a few things, but we'll get to that in the next video. We'll recap and rehash everything we've done. But what we're going to do next is tomorrow I'm down at High Peak and Matt's going to be filming a little comparison video between this BMW V8 and another very similar German V8. So keep an eye out for that. So I'm thinking I might ask Matt for some advice as to what he would do next on this car and see if he can just point me in the right direction really. So yeah, we'll pick up tomorrow when we'll be down at High Peak and we'll see what Matt has to say about it. Right, so we finally got the 6 Series over to High Peak. It's been a long and painful process, but we finally made it. But I thought a good way to end this video would be for you to just summarize what you thought I should start with this project.
So basically you want to get this as nice as possible, for as little as possible?
Yeah, that's
okay.
right, yeah. 100%.
Right, cosmetically or mechanically or both?
Mechanically first, and then I'll leave some of the cosmetics, I'd say, towards the end. But
okay, because you can do quite simple jobs really, like we did with Steve's BMW 3 Series. Things like the bonnet badge will cost you 10 quid off eBay.
Cool.
Fresh set of plates, which I always do.
Yeah.
The wheels look okay, the tyres look okay. The bodywork's all right really. There are a few dents that you could get popped out.
Yeah.
Those.
Do you reckon those would come up?
The lads at Dents would get those out, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Looks like it's been parked near a driving range or something.
Yeah. Backstory from the owner. It was an old guy and this was like kind of parked outside of his house.
Okay.
And some tiles blew off of his roof.
Oh really?
And hit it, so.
Ah right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's
happening.
bad luck, isn't it? Yeah, I reckon they'd pop those out though.
Okay.
And then just take your eye off it completely. I'd get rid of the window, it's up to you this, because you might like it, but I'd get rid of the window tint personally. No. At least on the front anyway, maybe keep the back. Okay. But at least on that front window, and the same around the other side. The wheels look okay.
Yep.
It just needs a good clean really. I mean the back bumper's had paint, you can see there where it started to flake, but it's not too bad, it still looks tidy. I think with a good clean really, Jono, it would come up all right.
Okay, cool.
They're a good looking car, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what I would do then. just start with the cheap stuff. Clean it because you can do that yourself. Remove the window tint because you can do that yourself.
Yeah.
Bonnet badge, plates, maybe a new wing mirror as well.
Oh yeah.
Because that's cracked. Now I'm not sure whether that's the same as maybe like a 5 Series wing mirror. I don't know, you'd have to check. Have a look on eBay, but
Could
you might
maybe
be able to
save
get
some
one.
money there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the 6 Series was a dear car, but if that's the same as a 3 Series or a 5 or a 7, you might be able to get one a bit cheaper.
Cool. Yeah.
That's quite a straightforward job as well. You take off the trim off the inside and unbolt it basically.
Right.
So I'd do that. Cosmetically, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Mechanically, I'd give it a full service.
Yeah.
So I'd drain the coolant, drain the oil filter, fuel filter, cabin filter, just so you know everything's being done.
Yeah.
I'd even probably change the spark plugs as well. Give it a full service.
Okay. Yeah.
You haven't got an engine light or anything right now, have you?
No. That's yeah.
I'd just change the spark plugs then.
Okay.
Then you know they've all been done.
It also came with the gear service kit. So
Okay. Yeah.
maybe
I'd do that
like
then.
get all that done. Give it a fresh bill of health. You reckon?
I would.
Cool.
Because what's the mileage? 110 or something.
Yeah.
So it's not that
112.
high. I'd do the gearbox service then definitely. It's probably never had one, so just to be on the safe side really. And you've got a fault with the iDrive system, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just doesn't work.
It's very temperamental. It actually worked a lot better when I first got the car, and
Right.
now it rarely actually turns on.
Right.
Gets into a boot cycle, a reboot cycle.
I have a car audio guy that I use that's really good. He might be able to diagnose, well he will be able to diagnose it.
Right.
Because there's no
Maybe
point
I'll do
changing
that.
the control unit in the boot if it's not that.
Yeah.
It might be a faulty head unit. I had this recently with a C-Class Merc. The screen was just, I don't know, it was like an intermittent fault, but the screen would go all kind of snowy, you know, like in the old days when you'd shoot your aerial and it would, it was like that. So I thought that it would need a new screen or something, or a new control unit, and it turned out it was just a software update.
Oh really?
So I took that to SPR and they did a software update on it and it worked fine.
Oh, that would be
So
good.
it could be something like that. They're so complicated. You need a BMW specialist, so maybe Mike at the Z Shed.
Yeah.
Or, a car audio specialist.
Okay.
But with that done, service done, a few little bits of cosmetics, then you've got a really nice car.
Yeah.
The dangling trim can either be stuck back or ripped off and just buy a new one, because I don't know what's gone wrong with that.
No.
That's
Cool.
about it. There's not much to do, really. Most of it's kind of Sunday morning stuff that you could do yourself, really.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
So what would you say roughly would be the cost of all that? Like 800 quid, £1,000?
That should be more than enough, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you paid for somebody to do the service for you, even with spark plugs and everything, you're talking probably 330, 350.
Okay. Yeah.
Gearbox service, if you've got the kit, you're just talking labour, so maybe 100 quid. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's not a big job, that.
I think we'll probably have a stab at it back at the unit transformation.
I reckon you'd have change out of £1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the aircon's not working, is it?
No. So yeah, that's another one.
I'd get that gassed. The lads there do it at Collision Craft.
Okay.
That's 50 or 60 quid. If it holds the gas, hopefully it holds the gas. If it doesn't, it'll be a condenser or something. But
okay.
that's your first
Cool.
protocol. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
All right, good. No worries.
Hopefully next time we'll get it back on the second channel for Happy, and then hopefully it's
I want one, to be honest. Every time I drive it, I really like it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've fallen in love with driving more in the last few weeks.
Have you really? Yeah.
Than I have my whole life.
It makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, nice proper car.
Yeah. Right, good.
Yeah,
right,
cool.
good luck
Nice
with
one.
it.
Cheers, thank you.
All right, cheers, pal.
Right, so we've got a list of problems to go through there. So I think next time you'll see this, we'll be back at the Transformotion unit with Liam and Andy, and we'll get through that. So thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time, guys.